Hello everyone. Welcome back. If this is your first time here, thank you for joining us. And if you are listening again, we're really glad you're here.
Yes, welcome. Before we start, we want to tell you something important. You don't need to understand every word today. You don't need to take notes. You don't need to be perfect.
This is a slow and gentle English conversation. You can listen while resting, walking, or having a quiet moment. Just let the English come to you naturally.
Many English learners feel nervous when they hear long conversations, especially when the topic sounds serious. But today's topic is very simple. We are going to talk about things that already happened.
Yes, we're going to talk about the past. Not in a difficult way. Not like a grammar class.
We talk about the past every day. We talk about yesterday. We talk about last week. We talk about small memories.
When you tell a friend, yesterday was a good day, you are already using English to talk about the past.
So please relax. Listen to the rhythm. Listen to the feeling.
If you don't understand something, that's okay. Your brain is still learning.
Take a deep breath. You are in the right place.
All right. Let's begin our conversation slowly and comfortably.
Daniel, before we talk about stories, I have a simple question. When you hear the word the past, what do you think about?
That's a good question. For me, the past doesn't mean something far away. It's not only about many years ago.
So it's not only history books or old photos?
Not at all. For me, the past often means very small things. It can mean yesterday evening. It can mean this morning. It can even mean 10 minutes ago.
That's interesting. So the past is very close to us.
Yes, very close. For example, when I say, I ate breakfast, that moment is already in the past.
I like that idea. The past is not heavy. It's just something that already finished.
Exactly. We use the past to explain our day. We use it to share our feelings. We use it to connect with people.
When I talk to my friends, I often say things like, yesterday was tiring, or last weekend was relaxing.
And when you say those sentences, you are not thinking about grammar. You are thinking about your life.
That's true. I'm just sharing my experience.
That's why talking about the past is very natural. It's not a test. It's not a performance.
It's just communication.
Yes. So when we talk about the past in English, we are not trying to sound smart. We are just trying to be understood.
And that's enough.
More than enough, actually.
Daniel, earlier you said the past can be something very small. Can you tell us a short story about yesterday?
Sure. Yesterday was a very quiet day for me. Nothing special happened, but I remember it clearly.
That sounds perfect. Please take your time.
Okay. Yesterday, I woke up a little later than usual. I didn't feel rushed. I stayed in bed for a few minutes and listened to the morning sounds outside.
So you didn't jump out of bed right away?
No, I didn't. After that, I slowly got up and made some coffee. I didn't check my phone. I just stood in the kitchen and waited for the water to boil.
That already sounds very calm.
It was. I sat near the window and drank my coffee. The weather was cloudy, but it was quiet. I felt relaxed.
Did you have a busy morning after that?
Not really. I did a few small things at home. I cleaned my desk and organized some papers. I played soft music in the background.
So your morning was slow and gentle?
Yes. In the afternoon, I went outside for a short walk. I didn't go far. I just walked around my neighborhood.
What did you notice during the walk?
I noticed small things. I saw people sitting in cafes. I saw trees moving in the wind. I felt the cool air on my face.
Those are the kinds of moments we often forget.
That's true. After the walk, I came back home and made a simple meal. Nothing fancy. Just something warm and easy.
Did you work in the evening?
No, I didn't. In the evening, I rested. I watched a short documentary and then turned off the screen early.
So yesterday wasn't exciting, but it was peaceful.
Exactly. When I think about yesterday, I don't remember big events. I remember how I felt.
And that is a beautiful way to talk about the past.
Yes. The past doesn't have to be loud. Sometimes, a quiet day is the best story to tell. Thank you for sharing your story, Mina. Listening to a quiet day like that feels very comfortable.
I'm glad you feel that way. But my yesterday was a little different from yours.
Oh, really? How was your day?
Yesterday, I stayed inside most of the day. The weather wasn't very good, and I felt like slowing down.
So you decided not to go out much?
Yes. I stayed at home and took care of small things. I washed some clothes and cleaned the kitchen slowly, without rushing.
That sounds calm in a different way.
It was. In the morning, I made a simple breakfast. I didn't cook anything special. I just ate quietly and looked outside for a while.
Did you feel bored staying inside?
Not really. I actually felt comfortable. Sometimes, staying home feels safe.
I understand that.
In the afternoon, I spent some time reading. I didn't finish the book. I just read a few pages and then stopped.
So you didn't push yourself?
Exactly. I also watched a few short videos, but I didn't watch for too long. I wanted to rest my eyes.
That's a good choice.
Later, I made something warm to eat. It was a very simple meal, but it made me feel relaxed.
It sounds like your day was quiet, but in an indoor way.
Yes. Your day had walking and fresh air. My day had stillness and comfort.
Neither one is better.
I agree. They are just different.
And that's something important to remember. When we talk about the past, we don't compare.
We just describe.
Yes. We talk about what happened and how we felt.
And that's enough. We talked about yesterday, but the past is not only about recent days. Sometimes, the past feels much farther away.
That's true. Sometimes, when people say the past, they think about a long time ago.
Daniel, do you ever think about your life before smartphones?
Yes, I do. Life felt very different back then.
How so?
Things moved more slowly. When I wanted information, I waited. When I wanted to talk to someone, I met them or called them at home.
So everything took more time?
Yes. I wrote things down on paper. I used a calendar on the wall. I didn't check messages every few minutes.
That sounds calm, but also a little inconvenient.
It was both. But because things were slower, I noticed more. I paid attention to my surroundings.
I feel the same way. I remember waiting for people without feeling impatient.
Exactly. Waiting was normal. Silence was normal.
When I think about that time, I don't remember many details. I remember feelings.
Me too. I remember feeling less rushed. I felt more present.
Talking about long ago is different from talking about yesterday. It feels softer.
Yes. It's less about actions and more about atmosphere.
And even though the world changed, those memories are still inside us.
That's why the past is interesting. It shows us how life used to feel.
And when we talk about it in English, we don't need long sentences.
Simple words are enough. We just share what we remember.
The past doesn't need to be exact.
It just needs to be honest.
Daniel, while you were talking just now, I noticed something interesting.
Oh? What did you notice?
You didn't stop to think about grammar, but you naturally used words like was, felt, and used.
That's true. I didn't plan my sentences at all. I just spoke.
And that's the point. When we talk about the past, we don't usually think, Which tense should I use?
We think about meaning first.
Yes. For example, you said, life was slower. Not because you remembered a rule, but because it sounded right.
Exactly. I was focused on the feeling, not the form.
Many learners worry too much about mistakes. They stop speaking because they're afraid.
But even if a sentence is not perfect, the message is still clear.
If someone says, life slow before, we still understand.
Yes. Perfect grammar is nice. But communication is more important.
When you listen today, you don't need to memorize verbs.
Just notice how they sound in a sentence.
Your ears will remember before your brain does.
And over time, the past form will feel natural.
So don't force it.
Let it grow slowly.
Learning English doesn't have to be loud.
Sometimes, quiet listening is the best practice. You know, Mina, I think talking about the past feels safe for many people.
I agree. The past is already finished. Nothing can change it.
Exactly. When something is finished, we don't feel as much pressure.
We don't need to make quick decisions. We don't need to worry about the future.
When we talk about the past, we can slow down.
And slowing down helps us speak more calmly.
For English learners, this is very important. The past gives us time.
Time to think. Time to remember. Time to choose simple words.
Also, there is no right answer. Your memory is your memory.
Even if two people talk about the same day, their stories will be different.
And that's okay.
When you talk about yesterday or long ago, you're not being tested.
You're just sharing.
That's why mistakes don't feel so scary.
Because the goal is connection, not perfection.
So if you feel nervous speaking English, try talking about the past.
Start with one small moment.
One feeling is enough.
That's how confidence grows, quietly.
Before we finish, we want to invite you to practice, but in a very gentle way.
No pressure at all. This is only for you.
Right now, think about one small moment from yesterday. Not a big event. Just something simple.
Maybe you drank a cup of coffee. Maybe you walked to the store. Maybe you rested at home.
You don't need many words. One short sentence is enough.
For example, yesterday was calm. Or, I stayed at home.
You can say it quietly in your mind. You don't need to say it out loud.
If you want, you can write it down later. Just one line.
This is not homework. It's just a small habit.
Small habits grow slowly, but they last.
And remember, even if your sentence is not perfect, it is still English.
Your brain understands more than you think.
So be kind to yourself.
Listening is already practice.
Thinking in English is already progress.
And showing up today, that already matters.
You're doing well.
Thank you for spending this quiet time with us today.
We hope this conversation felt calm and comfortable for you.
If you enjoyed listening, please like this video and subscribe to the channel.
You can also share it with someone who is learning English.
We'll be back with more slow and gentle conversations.
Until then, take care of yourself.
See you next time.